They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down and 7.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing, Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd and 2, Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off play action. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Lindsay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
One more time with Lindsay. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Randy Gregory get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Fourth down, off goes Watson. On comes Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie. But
yeah. Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, Elliott. And fights through one man. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and goal, Prescott steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal, they go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Watson on third down. Flushed out right.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Osa Odighizuwa
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And they'll move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Brevin Jordan
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
17, Cowboys 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to work. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
138 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. The 34-yard
We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
To the air again, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Watson on first down. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down at 5. To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 2nd and 12, Watson flush to his right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
He'll check this down to Johnson.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Again, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
second and 4.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Second down and goal. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion. And that makes this a 1-point game now. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Zerline out now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he bowls over it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down carry by Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Here's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Watson to throw. James has got it, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
Oh, look at the juke. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.